Welcome aboard, listeners. Welcome aboard, listeners. Gabrielle, did you just send me that message on Facebook Messenger?
I did not.
Oh, so that was from a hot minute ago. Welcome back to Skyliner Views, everyone, and happy halfway to I keep wanting to say happy halfway to Halloween, and that is not what we are here for. We are halfway to Christmas.
Almost.
Have you made your?
Why?
That's true. Have you made your Christmas list?
No, but I envy the people that can start Christmas shopping now and be ready for Christmas. But also your children's interests change.
Big time.
I could not imagine buying something now because I don't know if they're still gonna like it in 6 months.
I think they'll still like Legos. But are they still gonna like Sonic? I don't know.
He barely likes Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic
was a phase of his.
Yeah, like January. Now it's gone.
I don't understand how people can do that.
Yeah, no. If you want to buy me Christmas presents now, though, I know some things that will not change.
I don't know why I'm so tired. I already have the shoes picked out for you.
The shoes I sent you today with this description birthday?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I told you to do that, so thank you.
Gabrielle and I had some downtime to ourselves today, thanks to her brother and her sister-in-law. Shout out to you guys. So we walked around, and apparently we went to, was it the oldest shoe shop in Indianapolis?
I feel like it was the oldest in U.S.
Huh.
I don't know.
Anyways, we went there.
Yeah, they toted being the oldest shoe shop in some capacity.
Yeah, and all they had were a bunch of Hey Dudes. Yeah, I never got to go. I never really got to go through a Hey Dudes phase, so I guess I will now. So I sent Gabrielle some that I wanted.
Your video keeps freezing.
I don't know why. It does say my internet is spotty right now.
I have a feeling this is going to be a shit show of an episode.
I love that for us. Shall we begin then?
I would love to.
We are going to start off with news, but we're going to start off with Christmas news or holiday news, however you see it fit. Happy halfway to holidays, maybe. First up was the biggest news that came out of all of these announcements is they announced Disneywood Jollywood Nights, which is a special event at Hollywood Studios. They're only offering it 10 nights during the holiday season. Go ahead.
I didn't know that it was only 10 nights, but I also don't know what's happening during it.
Yep, 10 nights. Looks like November 11th, 18th, 20th, 27th, 29th, and then December 4th, 6th, 16th, 18th, and 20th. And tickets will range in price from $159 to $179, which is a pretty penny. But at the same time, that is the same price as Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party this year.
Is it similar to the Christmas party? As in you get treats and a parade and get to ride on the rides? I assume there's not a show or anything.
There is a show. There are a few shows, actually. Looks like the attractions that will be open will be Rock and Roller Coaster, Slinky Dog, Rise of the Resistance, Tower of Terror, and more. Entertainment will be, which is the thing that everyone is most excited about. The Kermit and Miss Piggy will be hosting some type of show at the Theater of the Stars, and that's exciting. Everybody's super pumped about it, and I'm really excited about it too. I think that'll be really cool. Musical variety show hosted by Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy at Theater of the Stars with special appearances from Princess Tiana, Belle, Minnie Mouse, and Mickey Mouse.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that'll be cool. I have to cough. Please hold. Also, let's see what else there is here. Join in the fun during a spirited sing-along experience at Hyperion Theater, which is where Frozen the sing-along is, or whatever you want to call it. Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, which is there every year, and I still don't understand why it's a show, but it happens. A DJ will be welcoming and spinning a holiday mix on Holiday Boulevard. Commissary Lane will come to life during a lively Latin street fair full of holiday flair.
What lane is that?
Commissary Lane?
Maybe commissary?
Commissary Lane? Same
Okay.
thing. There will be a jazzy setting. This is one that Sam is outraged by. A Hollywood-themed lounge located at the Brown Derby. We'll see how that goes. Drop into the Hollywood Tower Hotel courtyard for a limited capacity otherworldly soiree. In terms of characters, you can meet Mickey, Minnie, the rest of the Fab Five, throwback friends such as Powerline Max, Phineas and Ferb at Echo Lake, which is kind of a rare character. Edna Mode, of course. That's all I see for right now. Food and drinks. Looks like food is available for purchase, so you will not get free treats like you do at the Christmas party.
That's a ripoff.
Yeah. At the Christmas.
It's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, at the Christmas party, you get like hot cocoa and cookies, I think. So
I mean, you're paying for like, you wouldn't get free treats and such at like a normal park visit.
right. And this one's only for 3 hours, and I feel like Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is a couple more hours than that. I could be wrong though.
That doesn't feel like a lot.
No, not for the money you're spending. It is a really cool experience, and I hope we can go. I wish we could go. I don't really know what the future holds for us right now, but it seems exciting, and it's definitely something that I would like to try, and we'll be excited to see what happens with in the future. I feel like if it's a hit this year, then maybe they'll build upon it next year.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. They didn't announce much change. There was one big change. There is typically a stage show with Mickey and Minnie and everyone, but this year they have changed it to Frozen Holiday Surprise. Are we shocked?
A little.
For the first time in forever, guests will be able to join Elsa, Anna, Olaf, Kristoff, and the Snowgies in front of Cinderella Castle at Magic Kingdom for Frozen Holiday Surprise, a brand new Frozen-inspired entertainment experience that will illuminate the castle in a whole new way.
So like they're doing away with the like Mickey and Friends version and just doing Frozen.
Correct. And also, the last line reads, "This delightful new offering can be seen during regular park hours and during the Christmas party." So,
People are gonna get butthurt.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool that they're doing it, but I thought they would just keep it as like a special for the Christmas party.
Yeah.
As far as pricing goes for the Christmas party at Magic Kingdom, same pricing as was at the Jollywood Nights. It's $159 to $179, which is a lot of money. And that's that. The last thing I have on that is that they are actually scaling back some of the holiday overlays. So far, they have not announced the Jingle Cruise. Wait, yeah, they did. They announced Jingle Cruise. Mad Tea Party with holiday theming was not announced. Tomorrowland Speedway race through the holidays, which was just a bunch of Christmas lights on Tomorrowland Speedway. They did not announce Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor Holiday Show, and they are not giving Space Mountain the holiday overlay, Space Mountain Holiday Run this year. So far.
Are those like they announced that they were not doing it, or they just have not announced that they are doing it?
This says, according to the information published by Disney, there will be 3 holiday overlays cut from the 2023 season: Mad Tea Party, Tomorrowland Speedway, and Monsters Inc. So, Space Mountain will be there, but in what capacity, we don't know. So, we'll see. The holiday run was pretty cool, but at the same time, like, it's just red and green. You know what I mean?
I don't know the difference in them. So it's whatever to me.
Yeah.
I don't know the last time I rode Space Mountain.
Yeah, it's been a minute since you have. I rode Space Mountain last time we went.
Did you?
I rode it with Katie while you and the boys FaceTimed your mom.
Yeah, I don't know when I last rode it.
Because I'm pretty sure we got sent around again to ride again.
Sounds like something you would do.
That leads us to our next topic, Gabrielle.
Yes.
Would you like to elaborate upon our announcement?
In 25 days, maybe? I don't know the math. I probably shouldn't announce to the world. We're going to Disney.
We're going to Disney World. Kinda.
Yeah. Ashley has a business trip in Florida. I mean, it's whatever. But we will be meeting her on her last day to go spend a few days at Disney. Not going to the parks, though.
No, we are taking an unconventional Disney trip, one that not many people take. We're just going to be down there for a few days, and we are not going to have any park days. We are going to focus on resorts, special treats that you can get at all of the resorts and Disney Springs and all the different offerings that we can enjoy.
Yeah.
We will.
That'll be nice. We're going to do mini golfing. I'll be interested to review that. We've talked about it like every time we go down there, but it's just not practical on one of our days off to like go spend hours at mini golf. So it'll be fun to do some mini golfing and go around to all the resorts that we never seem to make it to.
Yep, we have. Well, Gabrielle has compiled a list of things that she would like to try when we are down there. And what's at the top of that list, Gabrielle?
Beignets.
Beignets.
It has been years that I should have worn my beignet ears. It's been years that I've been talking about getting these things, and it's such a hassle to get over there, so we never do it on a normal trip.
Yep, we are going to try beignets. We're going to try Tonga toast at the Polynesian. I want to try that sweet, sweet bread pudding from Ohana. I'm sure there's other things that we've never had that we will try, and we will definitely be reviewing them for you guys.
We'll go swimming a lot.
Gonna do a lot of swimming.
July, and it's gonna be hot.
Yep. Our boys are also in swim lessons, so they have to be used somewhere.
Yeah, they went swimming today, and I don't think the swim lessons have quite paid off yet.
What was that noise?
I don't know.
Was it a firework?
It sounded loud like that.
Yeah. Tim's here, and he said, "What?" And I don't really know what he's talking about, but hi, Tim. Yeah, we're super excited for our trip. Like we said, it's just...
Not to interrupt you, we're using the Mears buses, too. That's something we haven't done before, so we can review that.
We also used a travel agent, which we never do. Just being a part of the community lately has opened my eyes to helping out others. So we use Kayla at Goofy Getaways. Her socials are Hemphilia Ever After. She's been great. She has been very accommodating. She's explained the whole process to us. She I've never used a travel agent before, so she was very like, okay, this is how it's gonna go. These are the forms I need you to fill out. Tim said we forgot about the ver. What does that mean? I think those are fireworks.
It seems like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been interesting using a travel agent. Um, it's been a busy last few weeks, so it's been nice to kind of give them the dates. Um, oh, but give them the dates and everything that we need, like booked, and we're getting like a stroller rental, and they set up mirrors for us, and just not having to deal with it. It's been nice.
Yep. Yep. Using Orlando for families for our stroller rental. As always, use Ohana and you get, I think it's 10% off or something like that. But yeah, we're excited. We're excited to try some new things out. And of course, we will be updating you guys along the way as to what we want to do. Tim, I did forget about the very special guest you lined up for me. Going live today was a very last minute thing. We've had a pretty busy week. So I told Gabrielle, let's just jump on and record a podcast tonight. But I will get with you to schedule some time for your very special guest, unless they can pop on in the next, I don't know, 20 ish minutes. Do you have anything else about our trip that you'd like to discuss, Gabrielle?
Not really. We don't have a lot since it is like just resorts and stuff. There's not too much planned. We don't have any ADRs or anything. We're just kind of playing it by ear. So I think it'll be fun to come back and do a trip review and just kind of go over everything we did end up doing while we're there. Because it's only like 2.5 days that we'll be down there.
Yeah, also, Gabrielle is traveling down to Florida by herself with our boys. So that will also be very interesting to hear about.
Yes. And we have not told them about it. We're going to try and keep it a surprise for as long as possible.
Yep.
I'm a little nervous on how they're going to react, knowing that we're down there and not doing any park days.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna put a really heavy emphasis on all the things that we can do outside the parks.
Yeah. But we'll
We'll
see
see
how
how.
it goes.
Yeah, yeah, I think they'll have a good time regardless. Once they kind of get over the sadness of not going to a park.
Yeah, I think they'll just be excited. They love flying in airplane. They love, I mean, Disney. They love the buses, and there's plenty of stuff they do love. That we haven't taken a mini golfing before, and I'm really excited to take them. So yeah, and we're gonna swim and just find everything else that's exciting for them.
Absolutely. But yeah, more on that to come. I'm trying to convince Gabrielle of an ADR. I just haven't decided which one yet. On to our topic tonight. This is kind of a really quick episode for the night, but like I told Tim, it's kind of just a last minute, let's get an episode recorded. So we will see how this goes. Gabrielle and I are going to rank our top 3 attraction queue lines in Animal Kingdom.
Did you
Start.
get yours picked?
No.
Or to start.
Yeah, you should start.
Okay, I'm gonna start with number 3.
Okay.
Um, I kind of have a tie for this one.
Okay.
So there wasn't. I think there's like only 8 rides in Animal Kingdom, so I don't want to do top 5.
Mhm.
I have Dinosaur and Navi River that are tied for 3rd place.
Okay.
I really like Navi River. I really like Pandora, which is I think is why I like Navi River. And I want to give it some credit because the only time like I've really gone through the queue is when we rope dropped it and like ran through the queue. So I literally sat back here and watched a video of it. And like it just has like it just feels like you're in Pandora. The theming of Pandora is my favorite.
Mhm.
That's why I have Navi River. And Dinosaur is cool because like I like the story behind it. I don't like the ride so much, but like you can go through and you actually see like fossils and like you're in a museum or whatever it is.
Mhm.
So dinosaurs pretty cool.
I think I would put dinosaur at my number 3. I wanted to put Kilimanjaro there, but it's outside. And I would prefer to stand inside in a queue no matter how long it is. So coming in at number 3 is dinosaur. I guess that kind of just makes it the number 3 amongst us both. Um, like you said, I do like the theming of it. It is kind of packed in there once you get to like the dinosaur skeleton part. It's kind of just like a switchback. But once you get into the pre-show, you talk to Dr. Seeker and Dr. Marsh, and then you're well on your way, and it moves pretty fast from there. I do like that they have fossils in there from prehistoric times, and I also like the ketchup mayo mayonnaise reference.
Yeah, I
That is
feel like I don't know if it's just because we've like timed it well, but I can't remember a time we ever stood in that line for a long time.
no,
Like
no, we
with
haven't.
the pre-show and everything, they can like fit a lot of people in that room, and I don't really think we've ever stood in that line. So it does like switch back and forth a lot around that dinosaur. Like you're constantly moving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, it loads quick, and it is yeah, it goes quick. Dinosaur at number 3. Gabrielle, what's your number 2?
I'm going with Everest here. I have a feeling ours are going to be pretty similar. Um, this is another one that like between single rider line and like just timing it right, we're not in the line a long time typically. But like this one is pretty cool because you like get to see all the Everest artifacts and like I don't know what the story is that you're like you are climbing Everest, so there's all the like camping gear and whatnot. There's just a lot to look at as you're walking around. So like if you do have a long wait, you're not so bored.
Everest would be my number 1, and here's why. Joe Rohde, the Imagineer who designed Expedition Everest and everything that went into that attraction, traveled to Mount Everest and the surrounding villages to gather data upon how he would structure that attraction. Everything that he put into that is a love letter to basically everything he did and all the research he put into that. There are cultural references, historic references, everything you can imagine in Everest. And I think that the thought process that went into that just really shows how much care Joe Rohde put into that.
I did not know that he like went all the way to Nepal to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's super cool, but I feel like it kind of gets wasted there because like you are standing in a line, so it's not like you always have the opportunity to stop and like read the plaques and like see what everything is.
Right.
So I'd almost wish that was like in the exit shop or like something somewhere else where you actually had the time to stand there. Because like unless you're waiting in like a 45 or hour long wait, you don't really stop and like I have never stopped to read any of that stuff.
Yeah, I think that if you are not a big Disney fan, Walt Disney World fan like you and I don't even think you knew any of this, but unless you like know what was put into the attraction, you aren't going to admire it as much.
I like not knowing that he had gone all the way there. I still think it's really cool. And like I mean it's a really cool queue, but I just feel like if it wants to be appreciated to its full capacity, you can't do it in a queue.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But it's still my number 1. I think it's really cool.
So what is your number 2?
Your number 1.
Yeah, I expected that.
Yeah.
My number 1 is Flight of Passage.
Mhm. As expected.
Not even the like because it's one of my favorite rides. there's just so much detail in that. I feel like they set that one up because they know the line is, like, always going to be long, so they
Mhm.
gave you a lot to look at, which I kind of feel like I could see they did for Everest before Flight of Passage came. I'm sure Everest was, like, the long line,
Mhm.
but, like, there's just so much to look at, and so, like, with, like, Navi River Journey, it is so immersive. When you, like, step into that line, you feel like you are in Pandora. Like, you are no longer at Hollywood or at Animal Kingdom. Where are we?
What country are we in?
Yeah, that it's just so fun.
I will say that it is nice. We have never also one that we've never really waited much for. I think the most time we've waited for that is I mean, you waited a half hour that one time when you rode it at park close
Yeah.
and I hung out with the boys, but other than that, we've never really waited in a line there.
Yeah, we usually rope drop it if we're doing it together.
Yeah, and when we have ridden it, we've tried to take some time to admire the detail in it, but you just don't have time when you're rope dropping, man. You got to move, move, move.
Yeah. I feel like we did it whenever we went with my parents and brothers. We did it after lunch one day, but I don't know if you went on it then or not.
I didn't. I didn't feel good.
Because I remember doing it. Because typically, because the weight does not usually get low enough unless it's like a meal time, like both times we did it,
Hmm.
or I did it. But yeah, that one, like, it's a favorite.
Yeah, I think that pardon me, the visual detail they put into the Navi person in the is it the centrifuge thing? Like the water tank, that part is really really cool and I think that that sets it apart from other attraction queues because you spend time just looking at that Navi person wondering how they did that.
Yeah, it's like a whole, like, huge person. He's like 7 foot tall or something, like bigger than an actual person that, like, you can just look at. It probably Flight of Passage is probably like my favorite queue in all the parks.
Yeah.
Like, it is there's something to look at everywhere because God knows they had like 6 hour long wait when it first started.
Yeah.
They had to give people something to look at.
You know who also worked on that queue? Joe Rody.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why it's so great.
What's that?
That's why it's so great.
My little brother has entered the chat. Is this Andy or AC? Reveal yourself. I bet it's Andy. The world may never know.
About to say, are we just gonna sit here and wait?
I don't know. Yeah, so my 3 was Dinosaur, my 2 was Flight of Passage, and my 1 was Expedition Everest.
I would also like to say I have an honorable mention.
I was getting ready to say, should we have an honorable mention?
Mine is Safari because you can take your stroller in the line.
You know what? That is a plus. I will give you that. My honorable mention is Triceratops Spin because I can look over and see a Chip and Dale in their dinosaur pajamas, and I love them.
If they're over there.
I know. So yeah, there you have it. Top 3 Animal Kingdom queues. We are going back to Disney and happy halfway to the holidays.
Halloween?
Not Halloween, the holidays. I'm capitalizing on that H.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else that you have for tonight, Gabrielle?
I don't think so.
Well, folks, thanks for sticking around tonight. Sorry for the shorter episode, but you got to hear some fun stuff, exciting news from us, and yeah. Hope everyone has a great week, a great day, a great whatever you're having, and we look forward to speaking to you next time.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.